Oh, snap, and we're back, folks. Welcome to another episode of Betrayal at Krondor. The game hoarder is alive and well. Let the games begin. It's been a month since I played this, so bear with me while I get my bearings. We're up here exploring. Kind of like a little secret area. We're in this northeastern region near Kentine Rush. I kind of wish it would show you the names of the villages from this map as well, but auto mapping was actually still becoming a new thing in this day and age. Everyone was trying to do something new. But for this particular game, being able to move around in the auto map is vital. Got some chests. I don't know if these are new. Let's find out. I see one. Some riddle boxes. It stands while others sit. It groans when it is too full. It has 4 legs but cannot run. Oh, it stands while others sit. It groans when it is too full. It has 4 legs but cannot run. Could be chair. Of course, chair would be where someone sits. A table would be CJI. There's no R. Let's try table. You put too much shit on a table, it'll groan if it's a cheap wooden table. Not if it's a badass solid oak table. It's table. All right. All that for a shitty crossbow. Thank you. Thank you, and fuck you as well. Maybe I did do these. I took all the good shit. Yes, I do believe so. Okay. Already robbed and mobbed over here. Not surprising. Like I said, gonna take a little bit to realize where I exactly left off. Now I'm in my parents' office, obviously recording, so the ambiance and vocals are different. That's because the room is different, and that's the way audio works. But I did a couple test runs, and it sounded like my voice was coming through loud and clear, and really, what else is there in life except being able to hear my voice loud and clear? Also, it's 9 a.m. Going to be doing some recording early morning from now on to try to start my day right. Can't go back to the gym yet. Too early. So why not make some LPs? What has a mare that the cow has not? Okay, a mare's a horse, right? So what's a horse have that a cow has not? I don't know. They both have shoes, maybe. Horseshoes? Souls? So LES? No? Let's see. They both got big dicks, so can't be dicks. I don't even think there's a D here. No, it's not dicks. A young male horse is called a colt, which is where the football team gets their name. And that is what it is. Oh, look, we got a ruby, a blessed sword. Oh, you will be selling that, you sons of bitches. Trade that out for some freshy fresh. Man, we need to hit the town. We are in dire need of selling shit. Oh. Let's pull a combined combo. now we need to seek a store badly. Alright, there's another chest over here, I believe. Oh shit, this looks big. The one who made it didn't want it. The one who bought it didn't need it. And the one who used it never saw it. This is an old riddle that I've heard many times. So, the coffin maker doesn't want it. The person that buys it doesn't need it. And the person that gets in the coffin never has seen it. Alright, fuck you too. A riddle chest filled with normal items at this point in the game is stupid. There's no way you're possibly wearing and tearing through all that shit. Alright, it's time to hit a town. We may need to go back to Caval Keep to the south, but matter of fact, let's just go there. I don't think this little shitty area is going to have anything we need. Actually, let me throw down on a save and we'll go check it out. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. In full fucking force. Alright, did y'all have a, uh-oh, someone called to them. The sun was in James' eyes. He was fairly certain that the man approaching them was Navandu Sandu.
What brings visitors from Krondor?
Alright, we already talked to Navandan douchebag here, so, see you later, Sandushki. Thought we had a shop over here. Alright, fuck it. Let's start at Caval Keep, because you can never sell everything in one store. Oh, you know, what's a couple days travel to unload precious stones and shit? Oh, Gorath, you can't share with your friends? Jesus. Alright, we can... Man, I don't even care, just sell stuff. What? Oh, you had swords in the back. You fucking liar. Yeah. And those fat stacks. Alright, what else can I sell? You want some of these? Some bandages? That music makes my penis tingle. Alright, I think that's it. All these other items have some use, which I need to go through again and refamiliarize myself with what the fuck they do. I need to print out a picture legend. Let's keep going so that we can sell the sword. I need a bag of holding. That's what I really need. Bag I can stuff all that shit in. Oh no, this bitch. God, someone give her a Happy Meal. Jesus. Game Hoarder would break that. Get out of here. Go fucking eat something. Fucking bulimic. Get a little meat on my bones, you know what I'm saying? Alright, this guy buys swords because he owns a shop called Sign of the Sword. Unfortunately, we only have... We came all this way for 3 sovereigns. Fantastic. Fantastic waste of time. Okay, well, we're not carrying around 2 of all this shit. You can forget about it. We're dropping those lockpicks too. We don't need 7 million lockpicks. And arrows, Christ, we don't need 1 fucking arrow. That's ridiculous. Trade it to Gorath. These books, I think they're... I just need to put them somewhere. We need to stash them somewhere. I still don't understand the 100 uses on these things. They clearly only work once on the characters. I wish somebody in the comment section would say, drop those fucking things. You don't need them, Game Hoarder, but nobody has said that. I sell this chess piece as a quest item? No. Alright, fair enough. Back to the north. Dark fluid spilled the crack of the artifact smell surges down the length of his arm where droplets contacted cloth they sheed. Yeah, that's the anti-fire shit. That's the thing is you can't just. I don't know. I don't know of any safe place to stash all my extra shit, and even if I did, there's no easy way to get back to it. You definitely can't leave shit outside. We learned that the hard way. The thieves will come and take your shit. Alright, Gorath is hungry. Let's let him eat.
What brings visitors
Oh god,
from
Sandushki.
Krondor?
Alright. I think this is a new area. This is Kentine. The smell of fresh bread filled the air as James knocked on the door. It made a stomach grumble hungrily. After a short wait, they were greeted by a short man with a big belly. He had flour on the side of his face and the bridge of his nose, which he wiped with the back of his hand as he spoke. "Yes, what can we do for you?" he asked. James noticed a woman inside the house. She, too, was covered with flour. "We don't mean to interrupt," he said, "but we smelled the bread and thought we might come by." "Sorry, I was slapping on the flour to find the wet spot. And we have an exclusive arrangement with Tabor at Candlemaker's Grin. If you want something to eat, you'll have to go there. It's just down the road, so you shouldn't have too much trouble finding it. Now, we really have to get back to work." Pigeons cooed inside the house, lots of them. James waited patiently for someone to answer his knock. After several seconds, a freckled-faced fuckboy came to the door and showed them inside. A pleasant-looking man stood near a large wire-lined cage that seemed to take almost the entire room. It was alive with pigeons, and the smell of pigeon shit was abhorrent. And the man was stroking his small one, trying to coax it back inside. Interesting. "Come on now," he said. "Come on, get in there." The bird refused to cooperate. James cleared his throat, causing the man to look up with surprise. Well, no, it's not what you think. I wasn't doing that to my bird." The bird flew out of his hand and bit him on the cock and began to circle near the ceiling. "Blast it, these birds are no better than kids." That's creepy. "Won't do a darn thing you tell them to." That's even creepier. In the corner, a young boy smiled. "I hear talk of a magic spell called Thy Master's Will." This shit is just getting weird now. "That is supposed to command flying beast, but I think it's more for wyverns than anything else. You need one of their eggs, too, I guess." He wiped his hands on a towel and had the young boy fetch some fresh water. After a brief conversation, they left. Okay. Pretty sure Epstein visited there once. James knocked on the door and no one was home, and so they fucked right off. Jewels, keys, and rings and shit. Well, we sold all that stuff. We have one of those. I believe that makes us better thieves. He wrote it down. Oh, we could sell it. Yeah, those are worth decent money. I think that's why I was hanging on to that scroll. Need to really find out what quest items we need and we don't need, and I need some solidity on what I can do with these books, if anything else. If not, just drop them and be done with it. We certainly do not need this many lockpicks. So let's make some room there. Quite a bit of many houses here, huh? Let's go this way. No one home. No one home. And the tavern. James tapped the woman's shoulder. Slowly she turned to look at him, but rather than greeting him with a smile in her gaze, was a look that he thought only reserved for things that crawled on the ground or lapped up table leavings in the dooryard. What do you want? I was perhaps hoping we could talk, James ventured. Pass the time with a little conversation. Why, she said curtly. Opening his mouth to reply, but suddenly finding himself bereft of adequate speech, he made a small sound which he was certain sounded quite unmanly. Stabbing him with her exquisitely beautiful stare, she smiled. I thought as much. Goodbye, sir. I'm sure you have a brilliant oratory career before you. Come on, man. James had a gaff. He went biting on the bitch. No, we're not gambling with my precious money. Look at the tits on this broad. No need to rest. How you doing? The question had been innocent enough. While he meant nothing by asking the woman what she was doing in the tavern, James found he was suddenly at the mercy of a rather pathetic street hooker. I'm trying to sell these, the woman said. She opened up her blouse and two fantastic titties popped out. I mean, she opened up her rucksack and drew out a handful of cracked seashell. I mean, same thing. That's just a metaphor. Have you tried to sell them to a merchant somewhere? James asked. A few places, but I found they won't buy anything they don't already have on their shelves. Why do they just need more of what they already have? I think they'd jump at a chance to stock items they don't have around. James shrugged and handed the shells back. I'm no merchant, but it might be a matter of knowing what your regular buyers come after. If you never have anyone asking for shells, it probably doesn't make sense for you to waste your money trying to buy them. Oh, he just fucking schooled that bitch on merchantry. All right, moving on from here. Have a couple more buildings to check out. A wooden barn. Floor is covered with a pungent mixture of hay, dust, and animal shit. They made their eyes water. There probably isn't room for any more shovels here either. Oh. I don't really need torches as we have light magic. The gods advanced, responding to an unheard call. They brandished their weapons, keeping an eye on James while simultaneously forming up to prevent entry to the house. Tell the prelate to stay down inside, one of them shouted to an unknown companion. We may have an ambush on our hands. Okay. I mean, I didn't say I was going to attack anyone, but... Go down, bitch ass! Oh, you got one-shotted, slut! Leave me alone! Get off my boy, bitch. These guards got fucked up. They were no match for the mighty James in the Mord Hill. The battle was won. I don't know about you, but there was a point there when I was uncertain which way this was going. No. I have to disagree with that assertion. You knew the sheer number of opponents could easily overwhelm them. We won't be able to take all these fellows. Maybe we can try another tactic to get by them. Oh, what the shit? I was trying to get out of your way. Man, James, I'm gonna start calling you Sir Miss-a-Lot. Gorath is over here cleaning up. Alright. I'm getting some abilities. Let me back away slowly. Okay, don't go that direction. Why do you have armor craft? You... Casting is getting quite good. About to max casting. What the fuck? Gotta keep an eye on that. These guys get sneaky. I'm trying to do skills without my permissions. don't know if we read over our character shit here, but let's make sure we do so. Let's do a quick update. Once known as Jimmy the Hand, Signor James is the son of the Upright Man, the leader of the Thieves' Guild in Krondor. Though James is not aware of his true heritage, his thieving skills and quickness were legendary. But now elevated to the nobility of Prince Arutha, Signor James has taken his position of authority very seriously, though he still wanders his old thief haunts in disguise, on occasion. He's extremely loyal to Arutha and will do anything his liege lord asks him to do. More often than not, Owen Belafort has been a political embarrassment to his father, the Count of Tyburn. As a result, he has been given a degree of freedom even his elder brothers are envious of. Though his father hopes he will one day settle down enough to become a marriageable suitor for the daughter of the Duke of Yupur. More craftier than he's often given credit for, Owen has a keen eye for detail and can often see patterns invisible to those around him. All his life, Owen has dreamed of studying magic, and on many occasions he has set elaborate plots in motion to spend time with the masters of the arcane crafts. He undertook his most notable endeavor when he was only 14 and vacationing in the city of Ran. Having spent the previous summer needling the household staff about his father's accounts, Owen discovered a means of redirecting a portion of his father's wealth and managed to hire a magical tutor for nearly 7 months. Finally, his father detected his activities and recalled him home to Tyburn. Thereafter, the Belafort household staff was ordered to strict silence while in Master Owen's presence. Is it Belafort or Belaforte? I don't know. Although he is an eligible claimant to the Moradhill throne in Sarsagoth, Gorath was never desired to meddle in the politics of the Northlands, but often he has had little choice. He has been notably vocal in his criticism of the leadership of Delacan, a Moradhill who distinguished himself during the Great Rising as one of the Myrmandamus field generals and later claimed the throne of Sarsargoth for his own. Gorath himself has led an impressive military career, and during the Rift War he directed one of the only Moradhill defenses to successfully withstand Surani aggression. As he beat back invaders, thousands of Moradhill escaped their homes in the Greenheart Forest to the safety offered by the Northlands. Only starvation and superior Surani numbers eventually drove Gorath and his tribe of the Ardenian to flee across the great northern mountains to their waiting cousins. Oh, so we got some mega slowdown. And we're back. All right. So we want to stay away from this region for now until we figure out how to circumvent those guards. Not really while I'm up here anyways. I'm just kind of exploring the map and making sure we get the riddle chest. Here's a temple, which I may use because we're doing a side quest for Chapter 3, and we need to teleport back to the beginning near Tir Sogoth. And this has a teleport. Mandala. See, we want to be over here. Or we can... I was thinking maybe traveling north and then west, because this is the region where we want to be in. Then we could explore this. I believe that's Chapter 3 safe. Only one way to find out. Let's talk to the priest. They were escorted to the lector's chambers. Seated beyond a large mahogany desk was a man of middle years, the hair graying at his temples sweeping back from a wide tanned forehead. Without standing, he motioned for them to take seats. "I have very little time this morning," the lector said. "Please make whatever request you have as direct as possible." "That suits me fine. We're looking for a band of murderers," James said. "They killed a squad of men sent from Bastira on the first advisor's orders to investigate the possible activities of Nighthawks in Romney. The idea occurred to me while we were standing in the meditation chambers. the temple of Kahuli might know something of it. I am listening, he replied gravely. When I was studying under Father Timothy in the temple of Astalon and Krondor, I learned quite a bit about the various temples and their gods. As I have recalled, Kahuli is the god of revenge. Justice, the lector snapped, not revenge. If one of his innocent has nothing to fear from the howler after fugitives, if one has violated the wise strictures of our gods and eluded punishment, however, we are the hounds that bay at his heels. There's no place one can run to that we cannot sniff them out. James nodded. A well-known fact, but it is also well known that the Temple of Kahuli hires assassins on occasion to do the sniffing. You imply that we hire the Assassins' Guild to kill the men in Vastira. It is not so. We've had no dealings with the Hawks of the Night for several months. It may well be that we have common cause at the moment. The priest stopped for a moment as if considering something and then continued slowly. They have become churlish. They no longer follow the codes of piety which we lay out for the behavior of our faithful, and they have not paid a tithe in a great deal of time. We wish to separate them from our ranks, but no protectors of the faith will challenge them. James leaned across the desk. I want the Nighthawks, lector. Tell me the name of the man who leads them and where he may be found, and we can both profit from an end to them. The lector laughed a dark, rumbling laugh that had nothing of humor in it. I wish it were that easy. Kahuli, how I wish. But when the Nighthawks swore their oath to the temple, they required of us a holy oath to Kahuli himself, that their identities could never be revealed to any that were not of the temple itself. You would have to be at least a protector of the faith before I could even think of giving the name of whoever you seek. I see. James sat back in his chair, his eyes full of brooding. And how would we become protectors? You would have to study with the prelate who lives nearby and learns the codes of piety, the lector said, a clever smile tugging at the corner of his mouth. Though I will warn you, his house is well protected. There are many who do perceive us as dispensers of revenge and attempt to save themselves peremptorily. I will say this, if you can come to the temple and have performed even one of the acts of piety that the lector teaches you, I think I can see to it you are made protectors of the faith. And you will tell us where to find these nightfucks, James asked. The priest smiled. Most certainly. Okay, so this has to do with the house where we kicked the living shit out of all those guards. Now we need to figure out how to get over there. Maybe sneak in during night. Oh shit, my corned beef hash is burning. Okay, so we may be a bit ahead of ourselves at this point because I believe there's lots of things in the interim we need to do before we can go to the prelate here. But let's give it a shot. Now that we have reason to be here. There were armed guards in front of the house. "We're on official business," called James, placing a hand on his weapon. One of the guards shot back. "On whose authority?" "On authority of the Prince of Krondor," James said matter-of-factly, "and we were sent by the priest of Temple Kahuli." Apparently satisfied with the answer, the guards moved aside and let them pass. "How dare you?" There were strange markings on the door. James studied the symbols with a questioning eye, then knocked loudly. The man who came to the door introduced himself as the prelate of the Temple of Kahuli. "I am not well liked by the plain ones," he said. "They do not understand the supreme justice of my actions. Those who break the rule of law must suffer the divine consequences of their behavior." The prelate went on to tell them of his experiences while trying to become prelate and of the codes of piety so strictly enforced by the local temple. Nodding politely, James asked, "What can you tell us of these codes?" Recognizing their interest, he countered the question with his own. "If you would care to make a donation to the temple, say 50 sovereigns, I think I could be persuaded to reveal them." "Yes, we'll pay." James handed the prelate 50 gold sovereigns. "The Temple of Kahuli thanks you," he said. "Now please follow me, and I shall teach you of our codes of piety." The prelate led them to a small room. He stood behind a makeshift altar and spoke, sometimes ranted about the great god Kahuli, warrior god of vengeance, unraveler of mysteries and the truth. They listened without much interest until at last he began to speak of a pious codes. Subjugation of the will, he began. None shall be considered a true follower of Kahuli without first renouncing all ties to king and country. James glanced about the room nervously as the prelate continued. Mortification of the flesh. None shall be allowed entry to the temple of Kahuli until they have cleansed themselves of all appetites of the flesh to purify themselves for the intervention of Kahuli's will. And finally, subordination of service. None shall do service to Kahuli without first proving their loyalty by passing the water curtain and praying to Kahuli for one full cycle of the seasons. He continued his sermon for nearly an hour, but revealed little of interest. At last he was finished, and they were allowed to leave. Okay. Excuse me, I had to sneeze there. Alright. Gonna try something out here. Gonna drop all our rations. He said we have to give up our hunger. And then we will sleep and starve ourselves. James' stomach rumbled. It didn't work. May have to do more before we can get there. So let's continue on with our side quest here. That's part of the main quest, so we will come back to it. Snow-capped mountains. James motioned for a temporary halt as they came through the pass into their new surroundings. Vaguely, he could sense the cold that was coming down from the north, and could imagine it would be even colder on the other side of the teeth of the world. Uh-oh. That's a good thing I saved. Oh, shit! That motherfucker just did 91 damage. Apparently Gorath is frozen. We're already gonna have to reload, so we might as well go balls to the walls here. Could have won this if James didn't get hit with the 91 hit point spell. Screw you, Archer! And he's taken off. Man, I tell you, the amount of spam that I get on my fucking cell phone and my landline. Ridiculous. Do I have Resurrect yet? Cast Final Rest on that bitch. It's over. I mean, James is alive, but as we have learned, the near-death condition is no fun. And maybe we can take that battle, but that mage spell for 91 damage is a fucking doozy. Let's go ahead and try it again. Could have just been a one-off. We also didn't keep into account that my guys are pretty banged up. It's definitely going to be time to get rations again soon. But let's at least go into this battle full health. Unfortunately, we did not get initiative. Ah, fuck. The spell of bullshit. Reload. So it might just be that mage on the right. He's the one that seems to be tearing shit up. If we could get the jump on them, that would help. I can try Dragon Skin, but I'm not sure that's going to help against that spell. They're also paralyzing the shit out of my guys. We need to get over those mages, bro. Alright, we got the mages chased away. Skin of the Dragon is pretty much uber fucking powerful. You guys couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat, though. Christ. We need to fix these swords or something? If first you don't succeed, try and try again. Victory will assuredly be at hand. $93. Oh, whoa. Well, that sword is definitely fucked up. Okay. Yeah. I know. I didn't put on the skill thing. I don't give a flying cat fuck, okay? See, he went up in his shit anyways. Got the weapon craft and the armor craft going. You need to get your fucking melee and defense up, sir. Shit takes forever. Look at this guy, 57. No wonder you can't hit shit. Owen's almost as good as you are. You damn scoundrel thief. Give me the goodies. Alright, we definitely needed some rations. Let's share those. Remember when we first started this game, we'd pick all that shit up? Not anymore. Alright, that was good little progress there. Well, it looks like this is the combat heavy route, so good thing we saved, and it looks like we're going to be running into some more battles. Let's see how they go. We don't necessarily have to. Can maybe get stronger. Those are witches. Those are considered sea witches or something. We also have goblins. Ghosts and goblins over here. Maybe not until a later chapter. Preoccupation had dulled his senses. Uh-oh. Holy shit. Alright, let me think about this. Fuck thinking, let's just do it. That neutralized the green. So let's push this in the way. That was easy as donkey balls. I have no idea what this is and I'm scared to go in. Okay, so upon further inspection, this is chapter 5 area. I will now retreat because I looked at some of the other battles coming up and I'm getting the fuck out of here. The next battle would contain 3 warriors, a sentinel mage, an ogre, and a witch. She's a witch! So yeah, let's retreat. And we're going to go to the Temple of Cooley and just get ready for the next video, I guess. It's great to be back. 150 gold, but James recalled to the Mandela. Like a wheel of fire, it exploded across James' consciousness, vanquishing the world in a searing blaze of white light. For a heartbeat, all that existed in the universe was a single point of rotating fire, spun by an unseen hand with incredible power, spun by the hand of a god. James blinked. As abruptly as it had burst into existence, the Mandela was gone, replaced by a simple painting upon a temple wall. A new temple wall. Nearby, a clutch of darkly robed acolytes waited, their faces registering neither shock nor fear at the sudden arrival. "You knew we were coming?" James asked, stepping away from the symbol. "As a courtesy, we are giving some warning by the ascending temple," one of the priests said. "You will likely feel a little disoriented for a time, but the sensation should pass. Be welcome." And voila. We are across the continent. Or at least, we just warped from here in Kenting Rush all the way here. And there's Tirsog to the north, which is where we're headed. Look at that tree over there. The lower limbs have all been hacked off. That either means we're near someone's property line or someone's ensuring they have an unobstructed view of the area. If we continue in this direction, we should proceed with great caution. Oh, and stealth. Whoa! Just got beat up by dogs. Oh shit, you just shot your own dog, son. These pooches are pissed. I can't get off my spell. That guy's gone. James, you gotta hit something. God, these guys are fucking dogs up left and right. Oh, I never got Owen healed either. That's not good. Feel a reload coming on. These guys are kicking the shit out of their own dogs for me, though. Yep, you just fucking killed your own dog. Good job. These archers give zero fucks. Oh, Gorath is coming for you now, bitches. Fuck you, Pooch! Oh, the battle was won. Dogs were fucked by their own masters. Alright, folks, that was a fantastic end to this. Again, want to give everyone a shout out that was supportive and commented on my previous few videos during my recovery, and feels good to be back. Hope you guys enjoyed this Return from Death video. And you can expect a lot more coming. I'm going to try to be as religious about uploading at least a video in the morning and when I can, when I don't stay up too late playing Ghost of Tsushima. And yeah, It's great to be back. Love you guys, and we'll see you soon.